Senator Tomassoni.
Mr. President, thank you. Mr. President, thank you, Senator Gazelka. Members, on this Memorial Day weekend, I rise to honor one of our fallen and welcome home one of our naval heroes, Virginia's Dante Tini. Dante Tini is back in Minnesota after he died 77 years ago at Pearl Harbor. Dante Tini was a 19-year-old sailor when he died at Pearl Harbor, and for decades his remains were unidentified. He's back home in Virginia. Some of the excerpts from an article in the Mesabi Daily: a late-night flight into the Duluth International Airport on Thursday carried Navy radioman third-class Tini, who died aboard the USS Oklahoma on December 7, 1941, during the attack on the Hawaiian base Pearl Harbor. As the flag-draped casket was carried off the plane and into a hearse that waited on the airport's tarmac, dozens of the family members and an honor guard gathered to pay their respects to Tini. None of them had ever met the fallen sailor, but family members recalled his presence in their lives every military holiday as someone whose story was passed down like folklore through the generations. He was just never ever forgotten, said niece Renee Prout. They made sure we grew up with him even though he wasn't there. For several decades, Tini's remains were never identified until another niece, Barb Mackey, received a call in 2012 from the Navy looking for relatives to perform a DNA test. Last year in August, Mackey's sister, Rachel Bauer, was proven to be a 100% match. We were shocked and overjoyed that we could finally put the closure to the Tini family for them, Mackey said. And as I understand it, Tini was planning on going home on leave on December 10th. In fact, he had sent his belongings home. And even though he wasn't scheduled to work, he volunteered for somebody to substitute to take on an extra shift from one of his fellow naval members. His belongings made it home in 1941, but Dante never made it home until yesterday. He's now home where he belongs. And in Virginia, at the VFW, they'll be hanging a sign outside the VFW that says, MIA no more. And at the Calvary Cemetery, he'll be buried with full military honors and a flyover by the 148th Fighter Wing. So members, would you please join me in rising for a moment of silence in honoring Radio Man Third Class Dante Tini.
Members, please rise for a moment of silence. Thank you.